Hi first graders, it's Miss Statloff. So today's read aloud is Joseph Had a Little Overcoat by Sims Tabak? I'm not sure. And this book is pretty cool and the pictures are pretty neat and the pictures are done with watercolor painting and collage. So it says, Joseph had a little overcoat. He wore the coat for a long time and then something happened to it. It says, and there's a moral too. Joseph had a little overcoat. It was old and worn. And then there's something special. Do you see here? It's a cutout. So he made a jacket out of it and went to the fair. Joseph had a little jacket. It got old and worn. Where is he? In his, wearing his jacket. There's another cutout. So he made a vest out of it and danced at his nephew's wedding. Wow, that looks like a fun dance party that they're having. Joseph had a little vest. It got old and worn. So he made a scarf out of it and sang in the men's chorus. Wow, lots of people singing. Joseph had a little scarf. It got old and worn. So he made a necktie out of it and went to visit his married sister in the city. Joseph had a little necktie. It got old and worn. He's back on his farm. So he made a handkerchief out of it and drank a glass of hot tea with lemon. Joseph had a little handkerchief. It got old and worn. So he made a button out of it and used it to fasten his suspenders. These are suspenders. It's a way to keep up your pants that's different than a belt. Joseph had a little button. One day he lost it. I wonder where he lost it. Now he had nothing. And then on his little house in the poster it says, what one doesn't want and one wants, one doesn't have. So Joseph made a book about it, which shows you can always make something out of nothing. So we went from having an overcoat to a jacket and a scarf and a tie and a handkerchief and a button and then a book. That is pretty cool. And then this is a note from the author. It says, Dear reader, as a child I had a favorite song, a Yiddish folk song called I Had a Little Overcoat. Many years ago I adapted the song to make a book and I called it Joseph Had a Little Overcoat. Some people noticed that Joseph looked a lot like me. Now you know that no artist is ever satisfied with his work, but usually we don't get to do it over. So I'm particularly happy to be publishing this newly illustrated version of Joseph. I hope that all of you who wrote to me about the early version will take this one to your hearts. That would prove that you can always make something out of nothing over and over again. And that's the little note from the author. Joseph. That's Joseph, but the author's name is Sims Tabak. And that's it! Oh, I love that one. That's a really good one. Bye, first graders. I hope you have a good Thursday.